Can you hear me? Can you hear me? The meeting is scheduled to start in about 4 minutes. Yes, just stand by. How's it going this morning? That's good, just fine. That's good. Nice and wet outside today. Yes, indeed. And it's a day full of meetings today as well. If you want to speak, I think if you want to speak, you.
Call the meeting and all that. I'd like to start with a prayer, pledge of allegiance. So let's stand for prayer. Lord, help us to do a good job supporting our ambulance services in Rapides Parish, to be open to doing your will and making sure we have the right service, and help all the members of this committee to be open and to help us and to guide us. And we ask for your blessing in our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, we're going to continue the meeting with the roll call of our members of the committee.
Dr. Coreil.
Here.
Here. Moreau.
Here.
Allen.
Here.
Basco.
Here.
Carrera.
Here.
Stanley. Seaman.
Here.
Beauregard.
Here.
Moreau.
Here.
Branton.
Here.
Glorioso.
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you. I want to tell you how honored I am to be able to chair this committee. It's a very, very important task we have for ambulance service in our parish. Any one of us that live in the Rapides Parish have a stake in the service we get when we need it. And we really appreciate the opportunity to have input from the jury and the parish to make really good decisions. Many of you may not know me personally, but I think a lot of people know that I work at LSUA, and really have the best of the parish at heart and everything that I do. So serving on this committee and chairing this committee was something that was easy for me to accept, because it's important to the quality of life of everyone. And I know it impacts many other municipalities, rural communities. We're here to represent all of our citizens across the parish, rural and municipal. So I'm going to open it up to any public comments on any agenda item. Any public comment on the agenda item? Okay, I haven't heard anybody speak up, so we're going to go ahead and allow each of the members to introduce themselves, committee members. We have a very prestigious committee and well represented across the area. And we just start here and come around if you don't mind.
I'm Matt Coreil, fire chief of Moreau, and I'm glad to be part of this committee. And with our leadership, it's my prayer that we all work together and better our community.
So my name is Sam Allen. I'm with the city of Alexandria. I'm the fire chief for the city. Glad to serve on this committee. I think we can all put some great information together and present it to the push group.
I'm Charlie Seaman, I'm representing Town Hall.
I'm Sean Moreau. I'm the trauma program director at Rapides. I've also been in emergency services for a pretty long time. And I'm also adjunct faculty for LSUA. I'm community supportive to me, so I'm happy to be here.
I'm Sherman Brooks, I'm the Chief Operating Officer at St. Francis Community Hospital.
I'm Kathy Small, and I own and operate Regency House Skilled Nursing Facility.
Joe Glorioso, work fire chief number 2.
Angie Branton, I'm the director at Rapides 911 and the Office of Emergency Preparedness for Rapides Parish.
Assistant Chief Robert Beauregard, Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office. Could you bring Basco on the video?
Gregory Jones, I'm the parish legal counsel today. I've
That's good.
I know we have a lot of other representatives from different municipalities, and we appreciate everybody everybody being here from all the different areas you represent, the people you represent. There will be opportunity for all of you to provide input as we move forward with reviewing and developing a proposal that we agree with all representatives we're looking for to serve the family services as a parent. We do have, to go over the purpose and our goals for the committee. And I'm going to ask Greg to give us an overview of what our mission is and a little bit of some of the processes we're going to take to get where we need to get.
Thank you, Mr. Coreil. Before I get started, I wanted to introduce a couple of folks here. In the back of the recording desk is our Parish Secretary Treasurer, Ms. Teresa Patchelick, and the Assistant Parish Secretary, Ms. Sarah Green. Taking our minutes, they do the paperwork, they do the compilations for the committee as well. And also from the Alexandria City Attorney's Office, we have Ms. Katie Beals and Mr. Trey Gist. They have a wealth of experience and knowledge with public entity law, and the city is a big player in this endeavor as well. Just to give just a very brief history of kind of what brings us to this point. In 1999, the ambulance service in Rapides Parish was a little bit state of confusion. There was a lot of confusion on who was to do the dispatch calls, which ambulance services should be asked to respond to the calls. There was no designated helicopter ambulance service stationed in the parish. So the police jury at that time passed a new set of ambulance ordinances, which is part of our Uni Code. And they required an extensive request for proposals. And a committee was put together at that time. After the proposals were sent out and evaluated, a contract was awarded for the ambulance service in the parish, which has been renewed every 5 years, the last time in 2019. It will expire on October 31st, 2024. Now that contract covered the parish, the city of Alexandria, the city of Pineville, the town of Moreau, and all of the other parts of the parish, including our rural municipalities. The police jury currently and the municipalities, we all realize that we've got at least 2 ambulance service providers, maybe more, who are most likely interested in making a proposal this time around. So the police jury and the municipality thought that the proper way to proceed with that in mind would be fair to all the ambulance services that may be interested in submitting a proposal, would be to form an advisory committee composed of entities and people who had direct contact with the daily need for ambulance service in this parish, both emergency and non-emergency transport. That's why you see the folks that are here today. We have a couple that are missing that had scheduling conflicts. But one thing you will note that intentionally there are no elected officials on this committee. Okay? That is because this committee will eventually make a recommendation, and when they make that recommendation, the parish and then the municipal elected officials will have to vote on that. So they're not part of the committee. Okay? They will handle that at the very next level. Okay? There will be several meetings during this process. We're going to keep this transparent, to keep it fair and impartial to all the people that are interested. We're going to ask that the committee members not have any private contact with the potential ambulance service providers and vice versa. The ambulance service providers that intend on submitting a proposal not attempt private contact with the committee. Okay? The work that's going to be done needs to be done in here, and needs to be done in public, and that's why these committee meetings are open to the public for comment. So
As a matter of fact, if I could meet with a representative of the two ambulance service providers that are here following the meeting, I kind of want to give you a guideline which committee members have, basically laying out the rules of engagement. The fact that there should be no private contact or no contact on the side to try to influence a committee member or one of the elected officials who will later on be voting on the committee's recommendation. Okay? And we will have several meetings. At some point, the ambulance service providers will be asked and put on the agenda to address the committee and for public comment as well, to take public comment and to respond to that. Washita Parish went through this process just a few years ago, much more recently than us. It's been 25 years for us. The committee members each have a booklet in front of them. Okay. In that booklet, you have our original 1999 request for proposal. You have the contract that was awarded in 99, but also the one that was renewed in 2019. You have the parish ordinances, and you have the Washita request for proposal, which was much more recent than ours. And today was kind of a meet and greet. Let's get started on some good ground. So we're going to ask the committee members to please study the original 1999 RFP and the more recent Washita RFP. We're going to have some discussion on those at the next meeting. And we may even have some speakers present to talk about those proposals. Okay. The Washita one has some good application in it. But the original one for Rapides has some needs that are tailored to Rapides that are still present within the parish and still, have to be addressed. So there's no decision to be made today and nothing to vote on. We just wanted to get started and meet all of our committee members and proceed from there. Like I said, the contract does not expire until October 31st, so we're going to take our time. We're going to do this in the right manner. Thank you, Mr. Ford.
Thank you. I want to point out the art advisory committee, so we're going to try to provide the best advice we can to the police here with a good decision. So input from all the members of the committee is going to be very important because we represent our constituency and it's important to the jury's decision. I think Greg mentioned getting some presentations made to us to help us in our decision in recommending the right path forward. And the Washita Parish experience may be one that I think you find may be coming from this group. And anyone else that you think could provide good input to the committee, I appreciate hearing from you.
Mr. Coreil, I think you also asked me to mention to the committee members that as you study the 99 Rapides proposal, you study the Washita proposal, if you see items or issues in there that you think you want to make a notation on or should be addressed, we would love to have that. And the parish secretary will give you her email so that you can email her those and she can do a compilation of those if we can take a look at it all together.
And that's the homework assignment we're going to have meeting today for the next few weeks is review the original 1999 RFP and also review the Washita RFP and kind of see the two different approaches that we're taking. And Teresa will be receiving and compiling any input we have, modify and begin recommending current updated RFPs of the police jury and the presentations, I think you mentioned that, Greg, from anyone who submits a proposal, they'll present to us as well, and we'll be able to hear how they responded to the RFP. I think Greg mentioned to me earlier this morning that there are some ordinances in place, but if the recommendations need to also include changes to ordinances, we have to suggest that as well. But we're not prepared really to discuss the details. The news just got this today. I will immediately begin reviewing and submitting comments to Teresa. So that she can compile. Does anyone on the committee have anything they'd like to share today as we begin embark on this very important project? I told Greg this morning I'm going to be out of the country for a couple of weeks in May, so that's one of the reasons we're going to propose the next meeting being June 5th at noon. And I really apologize for instead of plan that I had for a long time. So June 5th at noon, we'll be back here to hopefully have comments from the committee submitted to Teresa and begin the process of formulating recommendations to the police jury for the RFP that will go out hopefully soon after that meeting, once we provide what they need to finalize the RFP. And then we'll have a lot more work to do after that when we get proposals and presentations for the proposals. October 31st, that's when the contract expires. We have enough time to get out our work done. So really appreciate serving with all of you. Any other comments? Motion to adjourn. Got a motion to adjourn, second. Anyone opposed to the motion?
There you have it. It was just a meeting this morning to discuss an introductory of the committee members. The next scheduled meeting is on June the 5th. We're going to try to ascertain a copy of the documents that were given to each member, and we'll post them somewhere for the public to review as well. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day. We will be covering the Alexandria's mayor's briefing today at 3:45. So just stay tuned. Y'all have a great day. Stay dry.